Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome back to Pug Network, and today we're going to be talking about Bendy and the Ink Machine Chapter 4. We're going to be talking about when it's going to be released, rumors about it being delayed, and maybe even canceled. As well, we're going to be talking about other important things about Bendy and the Ink Machine Chapter 4, so make sure to stay tuned. Before I start the video, I want to let you know I'm having a shout-out competition where I will give your channel a full shout-out in the video. All you need to do is be subscribed, make sure you have your bell notifications on, and make sure that you also leave a like on the video and drop down a comment basically saying, hey, I want to get a shout out, and I will be checking out all of your channels down below, and I will be giving one of them a shout out in the next video. I know Derv has done something like that with a gift card, but he never gave out those gift cards. I will be giving a shout out to any channel that is subscribed with their bell and like the video, but just comment down below if you want to be shouted out next video. And if this video can hit 30 likes, I will actually be shouting out 2 people in the next video if it hits 30 likes. Now let's talk about concerns about Chapter 4. And basically, we're kind of trying to figure out when Chapter 4 is going to come out, why it might be kind of delayed, why it might be much longer than the other chapters, because longer meaning how the longer time in between the chapters being released. And just kind of analyzing theMeatly, which is the creators of Bendy and the Ink Machine. We're going to be analyzing their Twitter page, which will show a lot of like their tendencies of probably when Bendy and the Ink Machine Chapter 4 will be dropping. So there's been some guesses. I've heard rumors either coming out. So I even saw a video where it's saying it's going to come out the same date, September 28th of 2018. And I'm like, nah, theMeatly is smarter than that. They know to space out their chapters because they need to make sure that Bendy and the Ink Machine stays relevant and that they don't. No, they want to make sure that they keep all of their popularity. They want to spread it out, because if they do it all at once, it's kind of like a big bang and then it's over. They're done. Where's the money? But they also want to make sure that they stay relevant, because if you make a game and then wait 2 years and make the other game, there's a chance that, like, if you're a big name company, you will probably still be relevant. Many people will play it, but the Bendy and the Ink Machine is growing in popularity. They don't want to stunt that growth in any way, so they have to figure out a good middle ground. As well, it takes time to make these games, so they also have to factor that in, because this game is probably, Chapter 4 is probably going to be even more complex than Chapter 3, and Chapter 3 was super, super complex, and congratulations to theMeatly for putting together such a good game. So from Chapter 2 to Chapter 3, it took about, I would say, estimate like 5-6 months. I can get an exact time on. If you guys know exactly how long it took around that. But if you want to drop that in the comment section below, if you want to do the research, that's cool. That's the amount of time it took to make Chapter 3. I think Chapter 3 is either going to be the same amount of like, I don't know if it's going to be the same amount of work, because they might just use the Chapter 3 model and build off of it. I think they're going to add a lot more to the game, so that will definitely take a lot of time. And if you don't know right now, theMeatly is actually taking a bit of a break. He said that on Twitter, and that's what prompted me to make this video, because I'm like, we should probably be discussing about when Bendy and the Ink Machine Chapter 3 is actually going to be Chapter 4. I'm so used to saying Chapter 3. When Bendy and the Ink Machine Chapter 4 is actually going to be released, because theMeatly is hinting towards all these things of it kind of being delayed. He's taking a break, and he definitely deserves this break, because Chapter 3 was amazing and had tons of content. It is still being dug through today, and tons of things are being found. It's super complex, all these different endings. He barely had to patch it. He did a great job. He deserves this break. One of my theories for when it might be possibly coming out is around December, closer to Christmas time, because Christmas time is always a good time for a game release, and any kind of manufacturer of anything that like kids would buy or people would buy for people. It's just a really good time, but the thing is, you wouldn't want to release it right after Christmas. You might want to release it in the month of December, but you have to realize it's October, November. That only gives them 2 months to put together Chapter 4. Which I don't think he has the ability to time crunch with that, because we're getting close to midway through October, November. No way it's going to come out by December unless it's only a little bit of an add-on on the game, and I know he's going to spend a lot of time on it, so I would not expect a September release. December release. I would say around March next year would make some sense, maybe even February, because there is a long spacing between these games. because they take a while to create, and March would seem like the perfect amount of time, as well a good time to release the game. I personally feel if he went farther than March, it would start to lose. The relevancy kind of dips after a game's release, but it's just going to kind of rapidly decline. If it's more than March, it's going to be hard for the community to kind of keep up this hype for Bendy the Ink Machine, because the Bendy the Ink Machine hype has only been increasing, as I've talked about in other videos. The first chapter, I think, got like 500,000 views. The second chapter, the trailers, of course, got about 1 million views. And the third chapter's trailer got 3 million views, which is a ton of views. And it doubled, and then it tripled. I do not think Chapter 4 is going to get like 10 million views on the trailer, but I think it's only going up. I'm afraid that this might be the peak of the Bendy the Ink Machine community's interest in the game. But right now, theMeatly has capitalized, is capitalizing because he's making merch and all that stuff. There's also gonna be like these like Boris plushies, which I really want to get my hands on. I really want to get my hands on one because it looks super cute, and I want one. Also, I don't know what I'll do if Alice kills Boris. I need to get Boris back. Make sure to drop a like in the video if you want Boris to survive. I see you not dropping a like. I see you want Boris to die. I see you. Right now, if you check out theMeatly's Twitter, I was just on a couple seconds ago, and I remembered that they follow me, and I'm so really happy about that, because even if they don't notice me, they still follow me, and thank you theMeatly if you're watching this and made it this far. Anyways, they seem to be focusing on kind of a Bendy the Ink Machine Halloween theme. I do not believe that they're going to make a DLC or small update patch to the game. I think that'd be really cool. I might even make a video talking about the theories for that, but I highly doubt that. They seem to be promoting this like Bendy the Ink Machine Halloween, which is basically you carve Bendy's face into the pumpkin, you dress up like Bendy. It seems like this month is not going to be devoted to anything for spoilers or secrets for Chapter 4. It seems that they're trying to keep their mind off it, and I think that October is the month of rest for theMeatly. Knowing theMeatly, he spends way too much time in these games, so he's not going to take this entire month off. Shout out to him for working all-nighters, but dude, you gotta get some rest. It's okay if it takes a month later, you gotta get that sleep. I think losing sleep takes years off your life, okay? Get some sleep. So in conclusion, I want to say that this game will probably take maybe 6 months to make, the Chapter 4, if he hasn't already started it. If he's starting from scratch, it could take more. If he's starting with a lot of what he had in Chapter 3, it could take less. I personally believe it's going to be coming out around March, but I also think it could be a tad bit delayed just because he's taking the break now, so it'll probably be delayed. Odds are that it will not be canceled, but anything could really happen. Like if something happens in theMeatly's life, he's basically a one-man team to an extent. He does the majority of it. And if something happens in his life, the game could easily be canceled, and the entire community would freak. We just got to make sure we keep theMeatly motivated, which we're doing a great job by giving him tons of views and fan art as well. Someone went to Comic-Con, I was just looking at it right now, and dressed up as Bendy. It's a little bit of a funky costume, but overall it looks really, really cool. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you do want a shout out in the next video, I don't have one now because it's the first time implementing this thing. Make sure to drop a like in the video. You know the routine. Make sure that you're subscribed, because I will check if you're subscribed or not. If I'm about to give your channel a shout out, I'm like, this person isn't subscribed, I'm gonna go A, be mad, and B, not give you a shout out. I won't unsubscribe. I won't say bad things about your channel, but if you want that shout out, make sure to comment down below, and make sure also leave a like if you like Bendy the Ink Machine content, and I will see you, yes you, in the next video.